Welton as our featured channel. It's my BFF forever. You see her and Kristen in the chat. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to go over the description of how we connect with each other in just a moment. But everybody who came early, I really appreciate it. It's B. Wanston, Yes Honey is here always, as is Georgia Bulldogs, Beautiful E Vlogs. Let's talk about it with Anita. We have a new family member coming in that hopefully we can give a warm welcome to in the middle of the Ohio trees. It's wonderful to see you in here. You're going to have a lot of fun meeting new friends and family members and growing your channel. So hopefully you'll stick around with us for a little while. And then JD Knight 7, who's a very generous supporter, is back with us again. Life Through Our Eyes 303. Thank you for coming in. It's your first time here, but I really appreciate you coming and checking out Tuber Chat. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Dude Rocks is in the house. Thank you for coming back always. I have a good time running into some of our friends here throughout different live streams. The Dude Rocks and Georgia Bulldogs, if I'm right, you guys, we ran into each other in Average Joe PT's live stream the other day. Callus Fitspiration, thanks for coming in. And again, we're looking at Kira Welton today. This is one of our moderators, but much more than that to me. Kristen Welton, of course, is my girlfriend. Kira is her daughter, and she's with us all the time. So the way that this works, if you're here with us for a little while, let's say 20 minutes, half an hour is a minimum, pardon me, meeting people and having a good time, we add your name into our Wheel of Doom. If I spin the wheel and your name comes up and you're still here, we put your channel up on the screen for everybody to have a really good look. In the meantime, the way that we connect with each other, and we're all here for the same thing, everybody's willing to connect in the chat, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody you like. Visit a channel one by one. Watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long for it to count in the YouTube algorithms. Then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences so that it doesn't get caught in the spam filters. Once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So again, please don't be shy. We're all here for the same thing. Everybody here is willing to connect. And Deja, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, I feel like I recognize your name. We will likely have a look at your channel in a little while, but I'm glad that you're back. And then hopefully you've got some new friends and family members you can connect with here. Mr. Fulton Mraz always shares us out, so thank you for doing that again. Beautiful Empress Rose, it's great to see you. Michael Anchor's Official Music, thanks for coming in again. And I'm going to ask you to pardon me just for one moment, and I will end up right back. Okay, I'm a little bit behind today, but thank you for coming in, everybody, again. And I see a couple more people slipping through the chat here. I'm going to step away just for a second, but let's spin the wheel and get another channel up on the screen. We've got a lot of early people here, and I want to start recognizing channels right away. So JD Knight 7 is coming up. Aranda, thanks for coming in again. And then hopefully everybody is having a good time already meeting each other and gaining some new friends and family members. If I've missed you or skipped over you, like Helping the Vision, I saw you come in. Sorry about that, but welcome and thank you for coming back with us again. If I skip over you or I miss you for a second, I will get to you as long as you're still here for a little while. Let's get JD Knight 7 up on the screen here so we can have a look. This is a generous creator who I've added into our Twitter list called Tuber Chat Stars. It is a collection of YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others because of his generosity and constant coming back to us again and again to meet new friends and family members and to support Tuber Chat. JD Knight's been added in there. This is a generous creator that you're going to want to connect with. So I'm going to get you to pardon me again for 1 second, and I'm going to get right back here in just a moment. Okay, thank you everyone for your patience. I just had to step away for a very quick moment. And it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting. Again, in the middle of the Ohio trees is a new channel with us for the first time today, so hopefully everybody's giving them a warm welcome. And let's spin the wheel and see who we're going to bring up on the screen next. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls, it's good to see you again. That's one of our previous featured channels. So here we go, brand new channel in the middle of the Ohio trees. I keep saying in the middle of the, but it's in the middle of Ohio trees. It's interesting to have a newcomer that we can have a look at right away. So I am not already subscribed to you because you're a new connection for Tuber Chat. I cannot subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, probably your latest one, and I am going to add this into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video that will consist of at least a couple of meaningful sentences. And then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. In that way, we will make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat as well. And you have your bell notifications on so you don't miss any of our live streams. We're back tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. So hopefully you can get your notifications for that. It's Fifi777. Thanks for coming in. Editing a video right now, so we're going to have something fresh to see from It's Fifi777 this weekend. Yoga with Mo is in the house. Thanks for coming in again. I've been seeing your posts as well as videos. So you're doing a fantastic job of promoting. For those of you who don't already have us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit, we have special pages available there for everyone. And we are building things for Tuber Chat to help you get the most out of your time, both while you're with us and while you're not with us. We can only live stream so often, but we want to make sure that you're still gaining friends and family members and growing your channel, even when we're not with you. So Kristen Welton is one of our moderators, but obviously much more to me. For those of you who've been with us before, you already know. But Kristen is my girlfriend, Kira's mother, who we just showed the channel of today. She was a featured channel from a while back. Vern's Junk Closet has come in. One of the most influential content creators that I speak of all the time. She has an action-packed weekend. I think she's on panels every day, at least Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, possibly even Monday. So Vern's Junk Closet has a lot of knowledge to share, and she's somebody you're going to want to connect with if you haven't already. You've probably heard me speak of her before, but please take the opportunity right now because she's got a lot of knowledge she's going to be sharing in different areas all weekend long. So this is Kristen Welton. She has just put out a brand new video for us to check out as of last night. And actually, I didn't even notice this. I saw her video very, very late. I was out and had to come in late and just barely caught this before I got my evening going. But it's impressive when you see a creator moving the quality of their content, Look at the thumbnail that she's managed to do with the green screen and everything else. That's fantastic stuff. So I hope everybody can check that out, see how that was done. She uses Canva, I know that for sure, although she is also proficient in Photoshop and things like that. Jerry Talks, great to see you again. Thanks for coming in. Ransom YT is always in the house, and it's a pleasure to have you here again. And then I think I'm just about caught up, so I'm just going to spin the wheel, and then we're going to think about adding a couple of names into our list. The Wheel of Doom has spun. So this is beautiful Vlogs, who is back with us again and again. And I have to tell you, I really appreciate when you're able to keep coming back to us and have this loyal and dedicated support for Tuber Chat that we are trying to encourage for everybody to have for each other, and certainly for you as well. You know, as we grow and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you might like. And while I'd like to bring you as much value as I can while we're here, I do appreciate the support that you show back to Tuber Chat by coming back to us again and again. Hopefully that means it's working. Everybody's growing their channels and having a great time. I've had the pleasure this week of stepping into a couple of live streams and finding some people who I know for sure have connected throughout Tuber Chat. So that's a wonderfully rewarding thing for me to find, and I'm glad that things are working for everybody. 10 Veils, thank you for coming in. I think you have been here once before, although it might be a few weeks ago, and forgive me if it's more than that, but I think so. And then Louisiana Boy James, it's great to see you again. So thank you for coming in. Hopefully today everybody's going to have a good time meeting some new friends and family members. Don't be shy, please. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. You just reach out to each other one by one, visit a channel, watch a short video in full that must be at least a minute long, and then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of sentences so that it gets by the YouTube algorithms and does not get marked as spam. If your comments are too short or contain emojis and things like that, you run the risk of them getting caught and you'll lose the connection. Once you're done, you give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoyed their content, pardon me, then you subscribe. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. Glad to see a few familiar faces in the house. Mr. Fulton Mraz talking to Vern's Junk Closet. I think I saw Fulton in your live stream the other day, Vern. So I'm just looking here at what I can do about getting a few channels on the screen. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls. Let's get you up here. Aranda. Let's get you up. Bird Bulldogs is already there. Deja. Let's have a look. And Callous Inspiration. And then I'm going to get a chance here to talk about Vern's Junk Closet a little bit more. So we'll put her up now, and we'll talk about her when the wheel spins. Let's see who's going to come up next. So let's talk about it with Anita. This is a wonderful, dedicated, and loyal supporter who I run into in live streams pretty much every single day between It's Me Wanston, Yo, It's a Boy Leo, the McRae Kings, places like that. Forgive me for not being 100% sure which ones, because we've run into each other all the time. And that just speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel, to know that they are constantly going back and spending time in live streams, supporting, watching videos, commenting, liking, and doing all of the things that we all need as young YouTubers and small YouTubers. And when we use that term, it's not so much that it's small YouTubers, of course not. When we use that term in the YouTube algorithms, we get a lot farther than we do by saying content creators and stuff like that, just because the term is so popular. But we are all growing creators, and obviously aggressively growing our channels just by the fact that we're even here doing this. So King Tash Family Vlogs, thanks for coming in. And then, pardon me. I really appreciate everybody coming back again and again. We've got a couple of newcomers in the house. I hope everybody's giving them a warm welcome. And as well, we've got a lot of familiar faces in the house. Hopefully you're taking the time to connect with each other and have a good time while you explore each other's content. It's Me, Wonston, Yes, Honey is another wonderful and dedicated supporter who I speak of sometimes alongside somebody like Let's Talk About It with Anita, because as I said, I run into her and Wonston often. I try to watch Wonston at least for a little while every morning. He streams at least once a day in the morning, often even more than that. And then as often with, it's your boy Leo, the McCrae Kings, and several others. Rose Sadu is in the house. Thank you for coming in again. Rose is another creator who has got a lot of knowledge that she shares, as well as does live streaming where she allows people to connect, as does Vern's Junk Closet. And then as does It's Me, Wonston, Yes, Honey. If you hop into a live stream with Wonston, you will find the same kind of thing. They are always spreading positivity, optimism, and encouraging people to connect. And you usually have a very good time. He is extremely positive at all times. I wonder if I can do something about that here. I'm just looking at something in the other window here. Occasionally we get a situation where some channels' messages are hidden in the chat. It's some kind of a glitch that YouTube has got going on lately. It seems like it's improved over the last couple of weeks because it seems to be less than it was, but still a bit of a headache. I'm just going to see if there's something I can do about that. And then hopefully everybody just keep connecting and doing a great job of meeting each other. I will spin the wheel in another moment here. Maybe I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Okay, never mind. I'll spin the wheel for now, and then I'll see if I can get back to that. Deja, there we go. We're going to have a look. Deja just changed her name. Let's have a look at this familiar channel. Oh, but I copied and pasted, but we'll get it right this time. There we go. You can change your picture too. Am I wrong about that? I feel like you've been doing some work on your channel. You've obviously been posting some videos, so that's great. I can't remember how long ago we've seen this, but that's okay. This is fantastic work, and I'm glad that you're back. So thank you very much. She's got her featured channel situation happening at the front here, and that's something that is a great collaboration that you can do with other YouTubers. And what that does is basically says to your audience and the YouTube algorithms that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you back, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm as well as their audience that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that has both on the audience and on the algorithms. And it's a wonderful arrangement you can make. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page and I don't know about it, please, pardon me, make sure I know so that I can return the favor, because we absolutely do that. Us Never Them is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, I appreciate every minute that everybody spends with us. Us Never Them. So I know it's, I have to stream when it's convenient for me to stream, and that doesn't always work out with everybody's schedule. So I appreciate anybody making any effort to come in here at all. Hopefully we can bring you some value while you're here. And then also when we're not, with our other social networks like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, our subreddit, and things like this. Georgia Bulldogs is a wonderful and dedicated supporter who does all kind. Well, first of all, comes back again and again to Tuber Chat. I have run into other live streams, so I know firsthand that Georgia Bulldogs is the kind of channel that goes back and supports other creators. And then as well, does a lot of sharing for us in different ways, including on Instagram, which I ran into a couple of posts in the last week or so. And I really appreciate that kind of stuff. So maybe I should take a second just to remind everybody, if you have the ability to share us out, whether it's on your community tab or Twitter or Facebook or anywhere else, I'll appreciate if you do, so that we can get more people in and then maximize our impact for more people, help them grow their channels and grow our own channels at the same time. Now I'm going to see if I can do the thing I was talking about there. It's not that important right this second, but I like to make the job on the moderators as easy as I can. So this should have not been logged into this channel. Ben Weather Channel, thanks for coming in again. And Maddie TV is live right now. They're a wonderful channel as well. Keep on top and see if I'm going to hear from Happy Juror today. It's Happy Lux, who had a community strike and had to stop streaming for a little while. We'll probably be back within a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, has started a second channel. He's already got it running, but to help us grow our channels even more. For those of you who don't already know Happy Lux or Happy Juror, which is the new channel, it's a rapid pace growth stream, similar to what we do at Tuber Chat, but much more of a party. It's a very different dynamic, and you'll find a lot of us in there all the time. So I am looking for my settings, my community. This is where you can do things like you add moderators or delete moderators, or you can add approved users, or you can take a look at your banned users list if you have had to do that at all. And then you also have an area for banned words to keep your chat clean. I'm just going in that area for a quick second because we've got that glitch. Yeah, Roast to Do is listed under approved users, and it still doesn't help, but that's okay. And then I will just get rid of that window. And then Georgia Bulldog, sorry for blocking you out there. I see you're growing, though, at 74 subscribers. That's not too bad at all. So hopefully you're continuing along. Again, please don't be shy. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. So reach out to anybody that you want, one at a time, and just visit their channel, watch a short video in full, at least a minute long, and then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. Should be at least a couple of sentences so it gets by the YouTube spam filters. And then once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here. Leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. So this is Aranda, and I hope that I'm pronouncing that right, because I can imagine with all those A's, there's probably 18 different ways to pronounce it. But hopefully I'm getting it close to right. I'd just like to be able to feature you properly while you're here, and I really appreciate you coming back again and again, and all the time that you spend. I know I say it all the time, but as we get bigger and our channels grow and we follow more people, it becomes harder to support everybody as much as you might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat and with me personally. I'll drop a message in the chat occasionally, just so that you can connect with me personally if you'd like to. And then I will look at adding a couple of more names here. The Dude Rocks, of course, needs to go on the wheel. Surprised I didn't add you already. Sorry about that. The Dude Rocks has a wonderful dynamic on his channel, and I have a great time hopping in there whenever I can. Of course, the same as anything else in the world, like I just said, it's not the easiest thing to support everybody as much as you might like, but we try. And when I've been with the Dude Rocks, I have a great time. Not to mention he's very generous and speaks highly, not only of my own channel when I'm there, but of other people as well. And does a great job of going back and forth between talking about channels and doing the fun things he does on his channel as well. But we'll look at that soon enough. I think, oh, Mr. Fulton Mraz, of course, needs to get up here. And Caliphate is already there. So I'm going to spin the wheel, and we'll see what's going to come up next, and then continue on. So I'm just noticing conversations in the chat, and I'll just remind you, so the instructions, of course, are on the bottom of the screen for how we connect here at Tuber Chat. And in love streams, which is what we call the live streams that are similar to this, where we connect with each other, Life Through Our Eyes 303 is a new connection, so it's a perfect time for me to go over the procedure. We want you to maximize your impact, not only when you're with us, but when you're in other growth streams and other love streams. The reason we call them love streams is because we are talking about showing love to each other. We have to dance around the terminology that we use when we're doing the things we are, but we're very focused on genuine connections here. We want to introduce you to other creators who are going to continue to come back and watch your videos, give you the comments, the likes, and the other things that we all need as growing YouTubers, not only in the coming days, but weeks, months, and hopefully years. This is what we're focused on. So if you spend some time with us and take your time, have fun with it, meet some new creators, and really make a genuine connection, you'll find your channel growing strong and solid, and that's what you'll end up needing. So Life Through Our Eyes 303, I cannot subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add one of your videos into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a genuine comment related to the content of that video that will be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught by the YouTube spam filters. Then I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. This is what we mean about showing love and making sure that our connections are always strong and solid. The saddest thing is when you come here, you pick up 10 or 20 new family members in a day, and half of them are gone the next day. It's not because they unsubscribed, it's because the procedure wasn't followed, and that goes for all live streams that are similar to the one we're in here now. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and then you have our bell on so that you can get notified and don't miss any of our next live streams. We're back tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. And then Louisiana Boy James just mentioning recently changed the name of the channel, which is fine. Music Beats Corporation, thanks for coming in. That's kind of a cool corporate name. Venom for Life, it's good to see you back. Thanks very much. And then Music Beats Corporation, because you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, hopefully you'll just have a look at the instructions at the bottom of the screen. I'll go back over it from time to time. Have fun. Take your time, meet new family members one by one. We're all here willing to connect, and we're all here for the same thing. And then you will find your channel growing strong and solid, which is what we all need. This is Yoga with Mo, who's another previous featured channel here at Tuber Chat, a wonderful supporter, and she comes back and back again. Not to mention she's doing her featured channels collaboration here that I described earlier. What this does, anybody can do this on their page, and you're basically saying to your audience and to the YouTube algorithms that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then in turn, when some of those channels feature you back on their home pages, they are saying to their audiences and the YouTube algorithms that you are worthy of being featured by them. So it's a wonderful collaboration, and you can imagine the impact that has both on the YouTube algorithms and on your audiences. She's got a lot of popular channels here that we recognize in the chat. Brown Girl Bella comes through often. Vern's Junk Closet's here today. And then she has featured Tuber Chat. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page and I don't know about it, please make sure I know in one way or another so that I can return the favor, because we absolutely do that. So I'll spin the wheel. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls is another previous featured channel, so I'm happy to have them up. And we'll take a look at what they've got going on for us today. And then I'll describe the procedure again in detail. When you're connecting with new people here inside Tuber Chat and in other live streams similar to this one, the way that we do it is you visit a channel one by one. Take your time, have fun with it, and then you watch a short video on that channel that must be at least a minute long. It doesn't have to be much longer. If you want to go and come back and keep going in and out, that's fine. But it must be at least a minute long so that the YouTube algorithm recognizes and gives you the recognition for the connection so that you don't lose it after. While you're watching it, you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences long. The reason why is because you don't want to get caught in the YouTube spam filters by just leaving a word or two or a couple of emojis. Should be meaningful and should be as long as you can stand to leave 2 or 3 sentences, let's say. Then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And this is how we get our quality connections that end up sticking. And that's the way we show our love, as we like to say. Oh, I should have taken that off, but that's okay. I think I just blew. Uh-oh. Did I just blow my whole thing here? No, we got it. It's okay. Okay. I think I just ruined Callus Fitspiration's chance. So we're going to put them up right now. This is another channel that comes back and back again, not to mention has connected outside on, forgive me, I forget if it's Facebook or Instagram that you've got right there, or Twitter, but we are connected, and Tuber Chat is available on all of those social networks, as well as myself, if you want to connect with me. Mr. Joshi is back in the house, another one of our moderators, who's actually doing something extremely entertaining at the moment, is doing a dual live stream on his own channel as well as on another one. And it's a wonderful accomplishment. So we're going to see what Mr. Joshi has to say about how that experiment worked out this weekend. And he'll be doing it actually every day, 12 hours a day for the next 3 days. And we'll see how it worked out. And then it's very possible we're going to talk about tutorials to make sure everybody knows how to do that if they want to. We're talking about syndicating live streams. Berlinda Engman, thanks for coming back again. And then Shan Zen Zen, thanks for coming in. I appreciate your kind words as you come in. We are definitely interested in connecting the right way with everybody. I'm sure you've heard that before, but what we're looking for are quality connections with other creators that are going to go far beyond the simple subscribers. We want connections with people who are going to continue to come back and watch your videos, give you the likes, give you the comments, and the views that you need, that we all need as growing YouTubers, so that we can build our channels on a strong and solid foundation. It's the saddest thing when you have 1,000 subscribers, but nobody's coming back to watch your videos, and you struggle for a long period of time to get watch hours and to ever get monetized, if that's something on your radar. So we have ways here at Tuber Chat that we can help you both with watch hours as well as growing your family. So please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody in the chat. We are all here for the same thing, and we are all willing to connect. You just visit a channel one by one, take your time, watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long, and then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video that should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters. The video should be at least a minute, and then you give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to the person's name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. And I will explain to you how the wheel works in just another second, because I got to add some more names to it. This is Vern's Junk Closet. It is one of the most generous, not to mention knowledgeable creators that I've met in the last long time. Many months. She's been here since the beginning of my personal journey and growth of my personal channel, and inspirational in the creation of everything that we're doing with Tuber Chat. So hopefully this is somebody that you will connect to. She shares her knowledge with everybody, of course, and she's very active. As a matter of fact, I think she's speaking on panels yesterday, today, Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday. So she's a very busy creator, but she is definitely somebody that you have to consider, I must say. We are a member, as you can see, of her channel. That's how important it is to us. And then let me have a look at her community tab and see if she's got the stuff listed that she's doing. I think this one here is, yeah, this is what she was on. So if you connect with Vern's Junk Closet, she's very active on her community tab, but she'll keep everybody apprised as to the different things she's doing so that more positivity, optimism, and great information can be shared with everybody. Yeah, Shan Zen Zen, that's great to hear. So hopefully you're going to meet some quality content creators here. You hear me speak about people that I put up on the screen more so than others. I try to welcome everybody as they come in. And over a little bit of time, if you can spend a bit of time with us, you're going to get to know some of the people who keep coming back, and the stories that I tell about running into other creators and other live streams, knowing that there's true support there. People coming back, giving the views, giving the likes, giving the comments, spending time in live streams and premieres and everything else so that we can all grow. And then let me think about adding, I'm going to add a couple of names here. So the way that the wheel works is I have a system running in the background called Botissimo. And it's similar to the Stream Elements chatbot or Nightbot or Streamlabs that you're used to seeing. And Botissimo just has a great statistics feature in the background. It's basically like keeping notes of all the activity that happens in the chat. And what it does, it lets me know who's been here the longest and how active they are in the chat. This is how I decide to put names on the wheel. Once you've been here for a little while, let's say 20 minutes or half an hour, I add your name to the wheel. And then we call it the Wheel of Doom. And then once I spin the wheel, when your name comes up, if you're still here, I put you up on the screen, and then we talk about your channel for a couple of minutes. So I'm just looking for channels that I haven't already put up that I need to. Jerry Talks can go up there. Jerry Talks is another channel that I've been connected to for, oh, I did put it up. Okay, I did put Jerry on the wheel already. Louisiana Boy James is a channel that just recently changed their name, but it's okay. We're going to get you some exposure right now. Us Never Them is going to come up. They have recently crossed their 1,000 subscribers, but they are still on their way. So our goal here at Tuber Chat is to help you get beyond your first 1,000, closer to 10,000 is really what we're focused on here. And then as things grow and as the needs of all of our dedicated and loyal supporters grows as well, we will think about how to expand beyond that level as well. For those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager. That's how I started on YouTube several years ago. Everything was strictly organic, but I have well over a couple million views now, well over 10,000 subscribers, maybe more. And Us Never Them is going to come right up on the screen now. This is a channel that I know for sure comes back again and again. They've been fairly close with Kristen Welton, one of our moderators in the chat, my girlfriend, that those of you might not know, they continuously go back and support each other. I have also been with Us Never Them on a live stream or two and seen many of their videos. So CatsXD, thanks for coming in. And D Turner Gaming, thank you. Forgive me for not mentioning you before. I did see you slip in, but thank you for sharing the stream, even if you're busy. Hopefully you can get a little bit of impact out of this. And then Eastern Niagara, thanks for coming back again. And then pardon me for just one quick second here. For those of you who have been with me for many weeks now, or especially several of our sessions, we're on episode 21 now of Tuber Chat. And you know that I love to talk about this stuff. I can go on for hours and hours and hours. And believe me, it doesn't stop here. When we end our live streams, this goes on all day and night in my household and just about everywhere that I go. So I hope that you all are as excited and optimistic about the journey ahead for all of us as I am. And I'm going to be able to share some news shortly, hopefully. I'm under review right now for monetization. It actually happens automatic. So it says, you know, once you've reached the level, you are able to apply. But I already had the first two requirements. I forget what those are without looking at it. And then this morning when I woke up, I was in review. So if there's any luck, I will get approved anytime. On my personal channel, like I said, I've been managing other channels for other people. I have several monetized channels under my belt, but this is my personal one. And then hopefully Tuber Chat will be in the near future as well. But I'd like to be able to describe the process to you, because for those of you who are not already monetized, it's coming. And we're hoping that we can share some of the milestones along the way with you and then celebrate with you when it eventually happens. Mr. Naz, thanks for coming in again. And then hopefully I haven't skipped over anybody welcoming you in the chat. If I have, please forgive me. But as long as you're still active, I will catch you in a little while. I forgot to take Us Never Them off the wheel, but that's okay. Mr. Fulton Mraz is going to come up now. This is a wonderful, dedicated, and loyal supporter who keeps coming back to us. I don't think he misses a live stream, as a matter of fact. Not to mention, has done wonderful, generous contributions for both myself and my girlfriend, Kristen. She recently celebrated a birthday, and he was able to celebrate that with us as well on our personal channels. I'll leave a message in the chat from my personal channel as well in case you'd like to connect with me. And then, of course, Tuber Chat is available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and more, as am I under the name Kevin K. So Mr. Fulton Mraz always shares us out. When you look at this creator's community tab, there's our share right there, but as well is very active in sharing for other creators. This is the kind of thing that I really love to see, because as we grow, and I talk about us growing our channels on a strong and solid foundation, these are the kind of creators that you're going to need to associate yourself with, and then in some cases model behavior. We can all learn from each other. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and Mr. Fulton Mraz just happens to be unbelievably generous and shares not only for me, I see him in other live streams sharing for people as well, and it says a lot about the character of the creator behind the channel. Mr. Naz just here to show the support, don't I? It's the Wheel of Doom, my friend. The Wheel of Doom. I forgot who named it that. I feel terrible now because I forgot, but I joke about it all the time. And then Chance, thank you for coming in. I did see that you just left a very nice comment, and it just came up as a notification. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I appreciate that regarding Kristen's birthday as well. So thank you very much for coming back with us again. And I will spin the wheel again, and then I'll think about adding a couple more names on here. CatsXD, it's wonderful to see you back in the house. Oh, Us Never Them, yes, because I forgot to take you off the wheel. That's funny. See if we can get another channel up here, and then I will have a look at adding some more names. Jaden So is back again. Jerry Talks. Jerry Talks is a channel, like I said, that has been connected with me about as long as Fern's Junk Closet. So we're talking like February of this year, maybe January even, somewhere around there. Many, many months. Almost at 100 subscribers, so she's doing great. Oh, and I just got a notification. JD Knight 7 shared the video, so thank you very much. If you do have the ability to share us out so that we can get some more people in, of course, I'll appreciate it, whether you can do that on Twitter, Facebook, or your community tab, or anywhere else. We also have a subreddit dedicated to Tuber Chat. Anybody at all is welcome to post their videos there. And because it's such a young, growing community, the good news is when you post something there, it gets seen by everybody who comes in. Eventually, it will be big, hopefully, like some of the other subreddits around and this and that. Some of them are so big, they've got thousands of members. And when you post something, it flies by the feed so fast you don't even see it. The kind of activity you know from Facebook or Instagram or services like that. Thank you, Mr. Nass. Yeah, we might, things change here at Tuber Chat all the time. I experiment all the time with different things. So we never know what the wheel's going to be called one of these days. I'll call it the Wheel of Naz one of these days. So, yes, let me look at adding a couple more names. JD Knight 7, of course. You've been here a lot longer than I thought. Forgive me for that. Oh, we did put you up. I'm sorry. Yes, we did put you up. Okay. I just want to get to other people before I do accidentally do a second round. And then, of course, as we drain out the live stream a while from now, we'll be on for a while, but let's say an hour from now, something like that. If you're still here and you want to hang out and talk YouTube technical details, if there's anything at all that you think I can help with or things like that, then I'm happy to share whatever I do know. And like I said, I learn from creators of all sizes every day. Oh, did I put Venom for Life up there? I don't think I did yet, right? Venom for Life is back with us almost every single day. Berlinda Engman. Let's get you up there. Eastern Niagara. I really appreciate everybody coming back. Hopefully that means that you are making some impact here in meeting new friends and family members. And I'll add a few more names in a minute, but let me spin and see where we're going to come up. And pardon me just for one more second here. The Dude Rocks here was actually a great name for the channel because I like marketing stuff and branding ideas, and this is a smart way of doing it because you don't have a choice but to say the Dude Rocks. But I can tell you from being in his live streams, the dude does in fact rock. So, Casitas Paquitas. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully everybody will give a warm welcome to Casitas, because there are a lot of familiar faces in the house, people who have come back with us again and again to grow their channels. But being a first-timer here, I just want to make sure you get a great welcome. What we do here is we focus on quality connections. So you will definitely meet new friends and family members here, and you will begin to grow your channel through Tuber Chat and everything that we're doing. What we'd like to do is introduce you to creators who will continue to come back, though, like the Dude Rocks, who's up on the screen right now, who I have seen in my own eyes visiting other people's live streams. And that's the kind of things we need. We need creators who are going to continue to support as we all grow, so we have a strong and solid foundation. Creators who will come back and give you the views, likes, and comments and other things that we need as we grow and continue, so that we can get well beyond our first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But we would like to help you with that as well if that's something that you need. One of the things that you can do, oh, thank you very much for letting me know I pronounced that right, Casitas. So one of the things you can do if you need watch hours, or if you know anybody who does, what we tend to do is make a playlist arrangement with people. And all you're doing is you're agreeing to run a playlist of their videos, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of your videos. All of our moderators do it, so anybody in blue, including myself, and I'll leave another message in the chat if you'd like to connect with me personally. As well as we have a subreddit with a thread dedicated to swapping playlists. But all you have to do to get involved in that is let everybody know in the chat that you are willing to run playlists for people, and then other creators will start to reach out to you, and you can make those arrangements among yourself. But you can imagine if you have a playlist of 5, a 10, a 20-hour playlist of your videos, and you get a lot of people running that playlist for you, you can imagine how your hours can really start to stack up over time. What we'd love to see for everybody is by the time you get your 1,000 subscribers, we'd love to see you already have your 4,000 hours of watch time. It can be done, but it's a hustle like anything else. We're trying to make that a little bit easier because we've got a lot of like-minded creators here. That's the one thing that I can say about the internet. It's got its good, it's got its bad. But one of the things that is a benefit, the internet allows like-minded people to find each other. And that's what inspired the idea behind Tuber Chat, so that we can help you not only grow your family and friends with strong and solid connections over the coming days, weeks, months, and years, hopefully, but as well to help with watch hours and the other things that we all need as we grow. So Sonia and Cheto, thanks for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's great to see you here for the first time, but please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect, so you can reach out to anybody at all in the chat one by one. Have fun with it. Take your time, and then I'll describe the process in a second when we get Louisiana Boy James up here on the screen. Let's just have a look. Yes, I remember your channel. Here we go. So hopefully we've got some more content coming from you sometime soon. But basically what you do when you're connecting with somebody to make sure that the connection sticks the right way, you visit a channel one by one. Reach out to anybody in the chat. We're all willing to connect. And then you watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long so that the YouTube algorithm registers it for you as a quality connection. You leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. You subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back into the chat here. Leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. King Jenny's vlog, thanks for coming in. And I missed, Mr. Naz left a message, and I'm so sorry because I hope you're still here because I missed your question. He said, how can I get back what I've lost? Wheel of Nasty. Forgive me, I'm so sorry because I did notice the question. I meant to answer it, and it was a little while before I got to it. So if you want to just elaborate what you're talking about, because I think you've described to me that you've had other channels that have either gone or lost a number of subscribers. And I'm not sure about getting it back, but if you want to let me know exactly what you're hoping for, I can give you my best ideas as to what might be possible. I've seen a couple of people lose their channels. I've seen a friend recently lose monetization. So he did get monetized, got a couple of days of super chats, probably about $500 worth of super chats, and it all got taken away because he did some bad behavior when he was getting his 1,000 subscribers. So YouTube put a suspension, and I think he cannot be monetized again. He can apply again at the end of this month or something. We have another friend who got a channel taken down for copyright notices. But anyway, there's many different ways that this can happen. We've seen other channels get community strikes simply because of malicious troll activity, which is very unfortunate. But like I said, if you want to let me know what you're talking about, I can give you my best ideas. Samsy World, thanks for coming in again. And then I hope I haven't missed or skipped over anybody. I certainly don't mean to. I tend to get behind on the chat a little bit here and there, but as long as you're still active, I will get to you. The way that the wheel works here that I'm spinning, as long as you're here for about 20 minutes, half an hour or so, and you're connecting with everybody, and I see that you're active, then I put your name on the wheel. And then when I spin the wheel, if you're still here, I add your name up onto the screen, and then we have a look at your channel, and everybody can get an idea of what you're all about. Mr. Joshi is a recent connection for Tuber Chat, but extremely aggressive in the idea of growing his channel as well as helping other creators. So it's a channel I'm happy to feature. He's performing an experiment right now where what he's doing is a simulcasted live stream. He's live streaming a charity event for an organization. I think it's a religious event, he said, actually. And then as well simulcasting it on his own channel with permission, of course. But we're looking to see how that experiment works out, so that we're talking about the idea of tutorials, whether he'll do them or I'll do them or we both will or something like that, so that we can help creators understand the process and how to get that done if they ever want to. But Mr. Joshi is somebody who came down to visit me last weekend in my hometown of Niagara Falls. I'm originally from Toronto. That's the Toronto skyline in his background. And again, this is just an aggressive creator who is anxious not only to grow his channel on a strong and solid foundation, but to help others as well. He's basically dedicating his weekend. Fine, he's going to benefit from the experiment, but he's live streaming, I believe, 12 hours a day for the next 3 days. So it's quite an undertaking. And again, this is another thing that speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. And then I see everybody's doing a fairly good job of connecting with each other. So please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. Oh, Costitas says that they watch 5 minutes on videos because it helps a lot. Well, if you have the time, then of course all creators wish that you could spend more time watching. And by all means, whatever works for you is the best way. What I try to do is grab all the information that I get from creators of all sizes and then give you my best advice, and then you can just add that into all the other information that you already know and the things that you're going to learn, and then make the best decisions for your channel. In some cases, there's rules that apply to everybody, and YouTube lays those out for us. But you'll also hear a lot of other opinions, and not every answer is necessarily perfectly right for every single channel. So you have to make the right decisions. As we grow, we end up getting instinct and figuring out the things that work for us and the things that benefit our channels the most, hopefully while benefiting other people while we're doing that. YRK Lou, thanks for coming in again. Let me spin the wheel one more time and see who's going to come up, and then I'll add a couple more names. Louisiana Boy James, I just put you up. I forgot to take you off today. I do that all the time. Eastern Niagara, again, thank you for coming back again. I know you recently started coming in Tuber Chat, but you've been back again and again, and I really appreciate that. Why are you not already connected with us? All right, that's not, oh, maybe I haven't gone through my watch later list yet from last weekend. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had a very, very busy week. And so basically what I do when there's new connections is I take a video and add it into my watch later list. I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So I take a video, add it into the watch later list, and then after the live stream within the next few days, which I must have not done this time. I'll take this video. I think I got another one because I remember skipping over something here. But I've got a video in my watch later list. So I probably have 2 now, if not 3. By the time I get to the watch later list, and I will try to do it today for sure, so that we're cleaned up by tomorrow. What I do is I watch that video in full, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of meaningful sentences, and then I will give you a thumbs up 100%, and I will subscribe, and in that way we'll make sure that the connection sticks. And you always want to be doing it the right way, and then hopefully you must be subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat. Hopefully you've got the bell on so that you don't miss any of our further live streams. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times are changing. So I hope you can get the notifications for those. And then I noticed that you're a 497 subscribers. So wouldn't it be a wonderful thing if we could get Easter and Niagara up to that 500? So if anybody hasn't already connected with Easter and Niagara, this is a channel that has come back again and again, as you hear me describing right now. So it's a channel that you can bet is aggressively growing and likely wants to build on a strong and solid foundation. So hopefully you're confident in connecting with them. And I'd love it if we could get them over the 500 while we're here. M3 Croft, thanks for coming in. You're a new connection, obviously, for Tuber Chat. And thank you for saying so. You were recommended by one of your friends, so that's fantastic. Oh, somebody dropped our stream on your Discord. That's wonderful. These are the kind of things, the generosity that comes from a community like this when we're all trying to build impact for each other. And I really, really appreciate it. So thank you for letting me know, because I have to admit I'm not as active on Discord as I wish I would be, but I would have otherwise not known that. So thank you very much. So you're listening and reading while getting dinner ready. So that's wonderful. Thank you for coming in to support. I'd love it if you could if you would somehow be able to maximize your impact here and get whatever it is that you want out of your time here. We'd love to help you with that. What we basically do is focus on quality connections, not just subscribers, but we're talking about people who are going to continue to come back to each other's channels time and time again to give each other the views, the likes, and the comments that we all need as we grow our channels, so that we can grow on a solid and strong foundation. One of the saddest things is you get 1,000 subscribers and then nobody's coming back to watch the videos, and you struggle with watch time and different things that lead towards monetization, which is on most creators' radars. We want to help you maximize that. We want to help you build a strong and solid foundation. And you'll hear, hopefully you can spend some time with us, some of the stories that I tell while we're in the live stream about the creators who've come through. It's an interesting thing when you meet people in a live stream like this and then run into them a few days later in other people's live streams. It speaks a lot about the character of the creator behind the channel, to know that you're seeing with your own eyes, people are supporting each other, leaving comments. As you're connecting with people right now, you're probably seeing comments on other creators' videos and channels from other creators that you recognize in the chat here. That's the kind of thing we're talking about, where people are giving the true support that will hopefully last not just in the coming days, but weeks, months, and eventually years. So that's what we're focused on. Yeah, M3 Croft is cooking, so that's fantastic. Yeah, hopefully, as long as we just love to help everybody with whatever it is they want to get out of YouTube. We're great at helping with expanding friends and family members, and we have systems in place to help with watch hours as well by exchanging playlists with one another, and we absolutely encourage that. So let me add a few more names to the wheel, and then I will spin. Venom for Life is another channel. So look, they're at 695. They're almost at 700. There's no reason why I don't think today Venom for Life can probably hit that 700. This is a channel, like I said, who has been back again and again and again. So is obviously aggressively working on their channel, and then hopefully focused on the quality connections that we're talking about. But this is what I imagine from Venom for Life, because we see them, I think, every day now. I think every live stream. So that's fantastic, and I really appreciate the support. As we grow and as we follow more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you might like, as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend here at Tuber Chat, and of course with me personally as well. So, oh, D Turner Gaming, thank you very much for letting me know, because what I try to do is when I notice that stuff is make notes and then eventually get around to recognizing creators in different ways, whether it's on our social networks or here in the chat and other things. D Turner Gaming is actually a channel that was already a featured channel here on Tuber Chat. If you notice, our thumbnails are usually featuring creators. I may have to change just the thumbnails, but we do also share out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram so that we can hopefully tag creators as well as our community tab and this and that, and try to build a little bit of extra exposure for them. D Turner Gaming is somebody who was already featured, so it's wonderful to know that that's a channel that's still continuing to help us and share out even after we have recently featured them. So let me see what I can do about adding a couple of more names before I spin the wheel here again. Mr. Niagara is still on the wheel. Chance has not been put up on the wheel yet. Jochi we talked about. Let's get D Turner Gaming up there. I haven't talked about you today. Citas Paquitas. Okay, I'm actually not going to put Mr. Nass unless you'd like to be up there, but you certainly are deserving of being up on the wheel if you'd like to. Cats XD. Basically what I do, I have a system here called Bautissimo, and it's similar to Stream Elements and Streamlabs and Nightbot and the other ones that you might love or hate. And what it does, it has within it, it's not just a chat bot. That one there has a great statistics system, and it lets me know how long everybody's been here, how active they are, so that I can decide who to put on the wheel. So once you've been here for 20 minutes, half an hour or so, and I know that you're active and connecting with people, I add you to the wheel. Once I spin the wheel, if you're still here and when your name comes up, I put you up on the screen like Shen Zen Zen here. So this is a new connection for Tuber Chat. So I cannot watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take your latest video, which is small to YouTuber support here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, hopefully today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of this small YouTuber support video, at least a couple of sentences long. And then I will give you a thumbs up and I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. And we always want to be doing it here the right way. And then hopefully you're also connected to Tuber Chat now and have our bell on so that you don't miss any of the other live stream that we've got coming up, which is going to be tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times will change just slightly from what we're doing today. But the best way is to be notified either with our bell notifications or on the front of the homepage where each individual live stream can be notified. So Georgia Bulldogs, you need help with your banner. The size when you make it is too big. You don't know why. So I'll be happy to explain that. Life Through Our Eyes 303. How do you add a banner from a phone? You'll have to forgive me because I have not actually done that myself at any time. But what I will do is I'm making a note right now to make a tutorial for that. So when I have done it once, I will make a tutorial and I'll put it up on the Tuber Chat site. We're going to start getting into tutorials. I've done a little bit on my personal channel, but I plan to bring that to Tuber Chat as well, so that all of these things that we'd all like to know become easier for us all to do, and we can save a lot of time. So I'm just making a note. Banner on phone. I will do iPhone and Android, and I'm just making sure I catch this right. This is... Okay, perfect. And then Georgia Bulldogs, I will show you something. Let me spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And I will think about finding the resource that you need. It's right on YouTube's site. I found it many times. So D Turner Gaming actually was just credited with having shared us on Discord. If anybody else has the ability to share us out, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or anywhere else that you have the ability to share, your community tab if you have it, then of course we'll appreciate it. It helps us get more people in here, and then we can maximize the impact for everybody. Shen Zen Zen, yeah, well, I'm glad you're having a good time. And then, like I said, so we're here at least 4 days a week. We try to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we're usually here for anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes 3, once even 4. And it just depends how busy it is. I'm willing to stay as long as everybody wants. And we connect with each other. As long as you're taking your time, making quality connections, and having fun, then you'll start to see some familiar faces, but there's always new people coming in too, and that allows you to build your channel on a strong and solid foundation. D Turner Gaming here, for instance, is almost at 1,000. I don't see why D Turner Gaming can't hit that very soon within the next not too long at all. So I'm going to get to the YouTube banner template that everybody needs to see in just a quick second. I just start learning what emoji heart means. So yeah, a lot of people use hearts. There's lots of other live streams similar to this one, and each one has its own thing. Hopefully you enjoy what we're doing here, but there's lots of different ones. And sometimes I describe other ones, and then when we're done here, we might even pass everybody to another one, although I'm still going to go for quite a while today. But a lot of the rules exist the same way, but in a lot of the chats, you can simply mention a person's name. You can put the @ symbol and start typing their name if you're on a computer. If you're on a phone, it's a little bit tougher, but you mention their name and just put a heart. That lets them know that you've connected, and that's really all there is to it in a lot of chats. I go through a much longer speech here all the time, just because I want to reiterate that we're focused on quality connections. We want to make sure everybody is getting the procedure right so that we don't lose our connections. A lot of times what happens is you might pick up 10 or 20 new family members here today, but then half of them are gone tomorrow. And it's not because they unsubscribed to you, it's because everybody didn't connect right in the first place. Now, hopefully that doesn't actually happen here. I'm just describing what could happen. But if we all follow the procedure and we all make sure we're watching a video that's a minute long, leaving meaningful comments of at least a couple of sentences, anchoring it with a thumbs up, and then subscribing, that's the right way, and then it connects. Mr. Dax. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I love Price is Right as much as everybody else. Yeah, it's a little bit harder, M3 Croft. You're right, on a phone. But if you have to leave and come back while you visit channels, that's absolutely okay. You just come back in here to let them know you've connected. So let me see if I can find this that we're looking for, Georgia Bulldogs here. YouTube channel art template. So recently I did a live stream on my personal channel where it called it channel reviews, but we actually went over making a banner with Canva. So you see that I typed in YouTube channel art template. We call them banners, but the true name from YouTube is channel art. And then when you scroll down the page a little bit here, you'll see this section that says channel art template, and anybody can download this. This gives you the exact number of pixels for the overall image. And the reason why it's so huge, this might look weird to some people, but if you're watching YouTube on a television, or if you've ever noticed when you try to set up a live stream in advance and you don't put a custom thumbnail, it uses this banner image, which is very big and full. Now, when you're using different devices, whether it's computers, tablets, or phones, the dynamic and shape of the banner will change. So when you design a big, beautiful banner in this area, you want all the very important information in here. Your channel name, maybe, a schedule if you have that, or what your channel is about in this small area. But this is a template that anybody can download right from the YouTube site. And again, I showed you, I found it just by going to YouTube channel art template, and they make this available. You can download it absolutely. And then you can get an idea if you can use this as a guide, whether it be in Canva or Photoshop or anything like that, so that you can really size your graphics. I happen to be a graphic designer as well for many years, so that kind of stuff tends to be fairly easy for me. But if anybody would like, I'm also happy to think about the idea of doing a live stream dedicated to channel art again. I hope you'll check out the one that I did, and I'll leave my a message in the chat here. So my name is Kevin K. If you want to connect with my personal channel, the recent live stream that I did a couple of weekends ago is called Channel Reviews, and we did a bit of a focus on banners. So I show you how unbelievably easy it is to use Canva. And the funny thing is I never actually used it before that day because I use Photoshop typically. But I knew that it was popular, and I knew that it was free, and I knew that it was easy. So we decided to do it together. And it was so easy, I couldn't even believe it. But you'll find that if you like to. Getting tired of doing graphics design? Mr. Naz, I understand. It's not for everybody. I am certainly not an artistic person. Creative and technical, yes, but not artistic. But I forced myself a long, long time ago to have to design. I had to design some stuff on Photoshop. I couldn't find anybody to do what I wanted, the way that I wanted it, in the time frame that I wanted. So I forced myself to learn. Now I'm proficient. I'm not saying I'm great, but I'm fast and good enough. So I'm able to get things done and then hopefully share knowledge that's useful for people as well. Let's spin the wheel and see who's going to come up next. Oh, and Nenya Chica's in the house. If you came in already, forgive me because I didn't see you come in, but welcome. Thank you for coming back. Berlinda Engman. Now, I don't know if you're still here. Let's have a look because I put your name on there a little while ago. And let's just make sure. The way that the wheel works, like I said, once you've been here for 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that, and you've been connecting with people and I know that you're active, then I add your name to the wheel. When your name comes up, oh, you are here. And thank you so much for hanging out with us for so long. When I spin, forgive me. If you're here for 20 minutes, half an hour, and you're active, I add your name to the wheel. Once I spin the wheel, which is obviously random, when your name comes up, if you're still here, I put you up on the screen so that we can have a good look at your channel. I remember your channel very well, actually. Yeah, Mr. Nash, I'm sure when you do designs for a living, it must be different. Especially if you're not picking every single thing that you're doing. I design out of necessity. Sometimes out of want. When you see our social media posts, I put those together, but I try to do it as fast as I can. Like I said, I'm not great, but I'm better than average, let's say, and fast, so I can get stuff out. And then hopefully I'll continue to change those from time to time until things get too popular, and then I require help, and then we'll figure out how to get that done. Berlinda Engman's almost at 900 already. Wow. You're actually pretty much tied with Tuber Chat, around 875 there. And hopefully you will hit the 900 very, very soon. And we have live streams coming tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday at different times. So I hope you got your bell on so that you don't miss them. Or head to our front page and you can get notified about each one, or just take a note of the times. And then hopefully over the next little while, we can help you push a little bit farther so that we can get you closer to the 1,000 that must be on your mind. Berlinda Engman is another channel that just found us a couple of weeks ago, but continues to come back again and again. And this is what I go back to all the time, talking about quality connections. so that you have creators that will come back and give you the views and the likes and the comments that we all need as growing creators. And let me think about spinning the wheel again. In the middle of Ohio trees, I'm really glad that you've managed to spend some time with us today as well. Hopefully you're meeting lots of new friends and family members. Mr. Naz, of course, thank you very much. I really appreciate every moment that you're spending with us. I know that you described to me you're probably not going to end up getting the value out of this that everybody else is, but I love to talk. So if you're willing to listen, then that's fantastic. And then hopefully it's not too distracting while you work, but I know what that can be like. I try to visit a lot of creators while I do a lot of work as well. I'm very lucky that half of my full-time gig is YouTube, because on top of managing my own stuff, I'm a professional channel manager for a few different channels, a few different people. But I know what it can be like, but I really appreciate you giving us any time at all. Certainly it helps us because it helps with the watch hours, and Tuber Chat needs it just as much as everybody else. One of the things that everybody can do, if you need watch hours, or you know somebody who does, which we all do. For instance, Lewandon Gaming is mentioning right now, is willing to be added on Instagram for the purpose of exchanging playlists. And if you'd like to, actually, I'm going to make a note of that right now. Because I'll be more than happy to swap. All of our moderators do it, as well as Lewandon Gaming has just mentioned. What you can do is swap playlists with people, and what that means is you're willing to run a playlist of their videos, and they're willing to run a playlist of your videos. And you can imagine if you have a playlist that's 5 or 10 or even 20 hours or longer, and you get a lot of people to run that playlist for you, your hours can really start to stack up. This is one of the things that's really helped me personally. Now, it's nice that I decided to start and run Tuber Chat, which is something that we're trying to help everybody with, and of course I benefit as well. But my personal channel is under review for monetization right now. And one of the reasons I got there is because there are so many generous creators who I have made the arrangements with, or who have just simply volunteered. Sometimes you'll find people who will just run your playlist and not even say anything to you. So that's why it's a great idea to have a playlist ready for people to run, named very well, and then hopefully added to your front page so people can find it. Sometimes just by putting a playlist out there and saying, run this playlist to help me gain watch hours, some people just will. But anyway, that's a nice, it's a nice arrangement that people can make. It's very simple. And we have a subreddit with a thread dedicated to playlist buddies as well. As your studio will be like a haunted house if it's just silent. Yeah, I know what that's like. As a matter of fact, before I was watching so much YouTube and getting involved in all this, I used to just keep Netflix on in the background just for some background noise when I work. Silence can be almost distracting. So let me spin the wheel, and then I'm going to think about adding another channel. Chance is another channel that continues to come back and back. We only recently connected. I think we connected in Rose Sedu's chat, who's another generous creator who runs love streams like what we're talking about here and shares her knowledge. Chance is somebody that I believe I met in there and continues to come back here and aggressively grow their channel. So let me put CatsXD up here. CatsXD is another channel that comes back again and again. Now you're hungry, Mr. Naz? That happens to me all day when I work, especially on a computer. I find myself wanting to snack constantly. And I think it's for lack of activity. Maybe the noise has something to do with that, the lack of noise. I'm just having a look to see if I want to add any more names to the wheel right now. Okay, Jenny's vlog has not been up there yet. Costitas Poquitas, we haven't got to you just yet, but I'm sure we will. Sonia and Cheo, I didn't put you up yet, did I? On the wheel? I don't think so. So now your chance has come. So let's spin, and then I'll think about adding some more names again afterwards. Georgia Bulldogs, I hope that template thing that I showed you from YouTube is going to help with your banner, but I'm certainly willing to talk more about it if there's anything that I can do to help. King Jenny's vlog is going up right away. Well, let's see if your channel is going to come up easily in the search. There we are. So thank you for coming in with us. You're obviously a new connection for Tuber Chat. I feel like I've seen you before, so forgive me if you have come through here, if we've run into each other elsewhere. I will not subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take your latest video here and add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, although I have got very behind this week and I usually don't do that, today I will go through the watch later list. I will watch that video in full, and I will give you a meaningful comment relating to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, and I will subscribe, and in that way I will make sure that the connection sticks. Venom for Life, thank you for coming in and for all the time you've spent. Rosa Johansson, it's great to see you again. And then King Jenny's vlog, hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat already and you've got the bell on so that you don't miss any of our further live streams. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times are changing. And then again, hopefully everybody, just don't be shy. Everybody's here for the same thing. Reach out to each creator one by one. Anybody in the chat is willing to connect. And then you just follow the procedure that I just described. I'm going to do with King Jenny's vlog. And Sonia and Chato's coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It could be Cheeto or Chato. I'd like to feature you properly when you're here. Oh, you've been with us before. Did I put you up already today or no? Oh, I don't think I put you up today, but you've been with us before, obviously, or we recently connected. So forgive me for not being 100% sure. I can't, for the life of me, remember whether you've come through a live stream or not. So please forgive me for that, but I'm happy to see you here now. And then hopefully you're going to gain some new friends and family members, and you already are. At 727, you're well on your way towards the 1,000. That must be on your mind. So hopefully we can get you there a little bit farther. And like I said, I do live streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Dude Rocks is still in the house. Hopefully you heard me saying pleasant things about you while we had your channel up on the screen a little while ago. And then hopefully you're connecting to a handful of people here. Luenden Gaming is doing a fantastic job of letting everybody know that they are willing to run playlists. So I'm going to reach out to you afterwards myself to do that with Tuber Chat. And then we absolutely do it. So all of our moderators do it. Luenden Gaming does it, as well as other people in the chat. And all you have to do is let people know that you are willing to run playlists, and then other creators will reach out to you to make the arrangement themselves. Of course, everybody's free to make those arrangements as everybody wishes. And I am just going to have a very quick look at something here. I'm just looking to see if there's any more names that I need to add to the screen that have not been up yet. We spin the wheel. There's only 2 of you on there right this second. And we'll see what else is going to happen here. So finally, Casitas Poquitas. You get to have a look at your channel. There we go. So I know you've heard me say this a few times today, but because I am not already subscribed to you, I'm not going to subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So I will take this video right here, and I will add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and then I will give you a thumbs up, and I will subscribe, of course. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. And then hopefully you're connected to us here at Tuber Chat as well. And you have the bell on so that you don't miss our next live streams. We're going to be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times are changing. And then hopefully today you've met some new friends and family members and really maximized your impact while you're here, so we can continue to keep that going for you. You're already well beyond your halfway mark of the 1,000 subscribers that you must have on your mind, and I hope that we can help you push a little bit farther. Mr. Naz is going to have some nuggets. Oh, okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat here. Today you've met some food to eat, Mr. Naz. I'm so glad that you hang out with us. You make my job a lot easier because your comments are delightful. Let me see what I want to do here. Let me see if there's anybody in here that I haven't added that I should have added already. I certainly don't mean to skip over anybody. Chance has been up. Ken Jennings. Rosa Johansson. I'm going to put you up in Llewellyn Gaming. And Rosa Johansson is a previous featured channel here at Tuber Chat. Eastern Niagara has been waiting quite a while now, but hopefully we'll get you up there before too long. So Rosa Johansson, let's have a look at what you've got going on for us today. This is a dedicated and loyal creator that keeps coming back again and again, and I see a new mark right there. So you've got, oh, you just put a video up, and then you've got a live stream that you just did yesterday. More videos, so you're very, very active. This is wonderful. You must have mentioned this last week when you were featured as well. Great. So yeah, Rosa Johansson, again, thank you. You know, as we grow and as we follow more and more people and as our channels get bigger, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we might like to. So I appreciate every minute that everybody is spending here in Tuber Chat. And then, of course, with me personally, Rosa Johansson is one of these creators that continues to come back and back. So not only is aggressively growing her channel, but is the kind of creator that's going to come back and support it, give you the views and the comments and the likes and the other things that we all need as growing YouTubers as well. Okay, forgive me for that. I'm just checking out what's Skywatcher footage. Thanks for coming in. Simple Mimi, thanks for coming in as well. We're actually reaching the, we're going to be winding up within the next short while now. So forgive me for that. Llewellyn Gaming, let's get you up there. And then we're going to look at Easter and Niagara because they've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So we'll hang out for another like 10 minutes or so, let's say, for today. And then, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, but the times change just by an hour. But hopefully you've got the bell on so you get notified or you can head to the front page of our Tuber Chat channel, and that will let you know the times so that you can either make a note of them or get individual notifications for them. And then as well, we want to maximize your impact both while we're here and while we're not here. So the best way to get the most out of Tuber Chat is to sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. It's very simple. You just put your email address in, it sends you a confirmation. It's me that's going to be emailing you and just letting you know what we're doing as we're doing it. So as we expand and we bring in like our Reddit subreddit, and we bring in a thread for playlist buddies, and we bring in our Twitter lists and things like that, we want to keep you informed as soon as we do those things. Chance, thank you very much. I appreciate all the time that you've spent with us today, and then hopefully you have a good time with your kids. And then I will pretty soon put up Easter in Niagara. I just want to make sure I am 100% certain of what we're doing after. Yes. So there is a I'm going to grab something here for a quick second, and then I'll put Easter in Niagara up there. I didn't mean to click that. I just meant to get the link. So let me put it in the chat here. I'm just dropping the link in the chat. This is where we're going to go afterwards. If you'd like to continue connecting, this is a generous creator who has given us a previous raid. Yasmin Wu is somebody that we see in a lot of other live streams supporting, especially our dear friend Happy Lux. Oh, my page is not gonna, I gotta refresh. So let's put up Easter in Niagara for now, and then that link, like I said, if you want to continue connecting, I'm gonna wrap up the live stream after this, and then you can head over there. Yasmin Wu is a wonderful creator, extremely generous, and has, did I put you up already, or am I mistaken? Yes, I did put you up already. 498 now? Yes, you're very close to that 500. That's funny. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. So if you want to head to Yasmin Wu, and then I'm going to look for another channel here as well. One of our supporters, Mr. Joshi, is doing an experiment right now where he is simulcasting a religious event on 2 different YouTube channels, including his own. So I'm going to drop that link for us as well. So I'll give you 2 choices today for wherever you'd like to go. And I appreciate every minute that everybody has spent with us today. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow and again on Sunday and Monday, so that we can continue, hopefully, to help you grow and find new friends and family members. Feel free to continue connecting. As I wrap up the live stream, the chat will continue for a couple of moments longer. And then if you want, head over to one of those 2 channels. Like I said, we have Mr. Joshi, who is one of our moderators, and then we have Yasmin Wu, who is also one of our moderators, but a wonderfully generous supporter and somebody who does not live stream often. So it's a nice chance to catch her out and about. So thank you, everyone, for all the time that you've spent with us today at Tuber Chat. And I will leave one more message for myself personally in the chat. If you'd like to connect with me, my name is Kevin K. And I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow, and then again on Sunday and on Monday.